Hey, it's Sarah Stakely, and I wanted to get real with you for a little bit. I've been really focused on thinking about where I've come from and the years that I've struggled with my weight and why I feel it finally worked. And this is why I think Beachbody has worked for me. I can't remember a time where I didn't feel like I was on a diet. From as far back as I can remember, I feel like I've always kind of watched what I put in my mouth or thought I was doing something right or would choose a lean cuisine over a frozen pizza. So it's been a long struggle for me. In high school, I felt like I was physically fit and but I was always bigger than everyone else. I had a bigger frame, bigger legs, muscles, things like that. So, and that even started before that in junior high. I was the first to get my period, TMI, in 5th grade. So I was taller than all the boys. I just always felt bigger. And so therefore I've always been searching for that easy fix, that easy thing to just get thin and super skinny like everyone else. But what I've found is that I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I had no clue. I, like many of you, grew up in the fat-free revolution, I like to call it, where, if it's fat-free, it's okay. It doesn't matter how many calories it has. It doesn't matter, what it does to your body, but it's fat-free, so you can eat it, and you can eat a ton of it. I remember a time when I went to be a flight attendant, and I knew there was a weight restriction with being a flight attendant, so I knew I had to do something. So of course I go to the fast fix. I start taking pills. I took pills to lose weight, and I would take more than what was required in a day to take, because I felt like I needed to do it, and I needed to do it fast. So when you lose weight, and I did, I was down to a size 6, which I probably will never be again, but and I think it was like 128 pounds when I went to be a flight attendant. Now, when I stopped taking those pills, that weight came on like crazy. So that was a big upset as well. So here I am. I was 20 years old at the time, taking the diet pills, lost the weight, become a flight attendant. So you get uniforms, and all my uniforms were a size 6, and I had to keep them. They had to fit. I didn't want to order new uniforms. So what do? I turn back to the pills. Now, over the years, whenever I would stop doing the pills and try to go back and do it right, I just didn't know what I was doing. I would try to eat lean cuisines or drink Slim Fast shakes. I was just loading my body full of garbage. So, kind of move ahead in my life, I seemed to be gaining about 10 pounds a year. And a lot of that had to do with a slower running metabolism with my PCOS, which I later learned was contributing to that, as well as the hormone therapies that I was on. But at the time, no one told me how to eat to properly fuel my body and regulate my hormones. So I had no clue what I was doing. I was trying to eat fat-free salad dressings, staying away. But then what happens is you get frustrated, and you say, I'm going to start on Monday. So I would start on Monday, and I would do okay. Or if I would ruin it, I would say, well, I might as well go to the drive-thru. If I'm going to ruin it, I should ruin it good. And the next day something would happen, and I'd go through the drive-thru again. So there was a pattern forming where I would do really good for one day, and when I would do bad, I would do really bad for a week. And that pattern is what took me from 128 pounds to 230. Now, there was a lot of ups and downs over the years, because that was, most of my 20s. I was gaining like 10 pounds a year, if not more, because I would lose 20, gain 30. Constant roller coaster ride. and I would try everything. If it came out on the market, I've spent so much money. DVDs, like I thought I could strip tease to lose weight. The We Fit, I have that. Weight Watchers, I've done Weight Watchers over the years, counting points. It's a good starting, but it doesn't necessarily show you how to eat to live a healthy lifestyle. Gosh, I did the Core Secrets. I have a treadmill. I can't carry that over here. I've done Solo Slim, Extra Strength, of course. Ally. Now this is some funny stuff. Now all this I've had in a box, kind of packed away, as just a reminder to me that I don't need those things anymore. All that money I spent and wasted. Now, during those years of ups and downs, trying everything in sight, there's a lot of times where I realize now that I turned to food for comfort. So that was something that I had to break a habit of. In my family, we talk about food. We love food. We discuss it often. We celebrate with food, and we cry with food. And I think I was just searching for a void. So I won't sit here and say that I am one who's ever ate a whole pizza, or a whole container of cookies, or a whole, gallon of ice cream. I've never done it, and I was 230 pounds. But I will tell you that I have eaten fat-free chips and overdid it. I've never eaten a whole bag of something, so how can, I'm not an overindulger, and I couldn't in my head figure out why I had gotten to that point. But what I did realize is that I was not eating to fuel my body, and I wasn't eating non-processed foods. I was eating a lot of lean cuisines, Weight Watchers meals, easy, fast food in a bag, dump it in the skillet, heat it up, and it's done. And that was what was killing me. My body didn't know how to process it. So the turning point for me was when I was told by my doctor that I had, I had PCOS, so I was going to an endocrinologist, a specialist, because we couldn't figure out what was going on. And I actually asked my doctor for the shots to lose weight, and she said, no way. And she sent me to the endocrinologist. Now, at the endocrinologist, I think I weighed in that morning at like 233 pounds, because, the scale's always bigger at the doctor. But that was my breaking point. I had it. She told me I would always be obese, and that I would have to just get used to being that way. And those words, somebody telling you can't do something, that's my personality. And I knew I was going to prove her wrong, but I just didn't know which one of these things would help me. I had so many things that I had spent money on. And thank God that I was, I own P90X. I had it for 2 years. I bought it before my wedding. I tried it. I laid on the floor and laughed and thought, there's no way I can do that. But I joined a challenge group, and that challenge group changed my life. It gave me support. Nobody was in my home working out with me, but it was a way online for me to connect with other people and know that I wasn't in this alone. Learn how to eat clean and feed my body properly. And it was also a way for me to break away from a lot of the bad things that were going on in my life and completely change everything, because I wanted it that bad. I wanted to prove that doctor wrong that bad. So I had P90X for 2 years, dusted it off, started drinking Shakeology. In the first 30 days, I lost 10 pounds, and that was motivation, because I wasn't taking pills. I was working out, and I could notice changes in my body. I felt stronger. I felt like I could stand taller. At the end of that challenge, I lost 30 pounds, and I was scared. I've lost 30 pounds before, and I've turned around, and I've gained it right back, and then some. But I knew it was right this time. I knew I was moving. I knew I was feeding and fueling my body. I knew I was jumping out of bed in the morning. I knew I had a new outlook on life, and that this was something magical. This was something that was going to work. At the end of that 90-day challenge, the biggest thing for me, and I do believe it's because of the eating clean and Shakeology, I was completely blown away. My doctors removed me from all prescriptions for hormone therapies that I had taken since I was 13 years old. High blood pressure medication that I was told was in my family history, that I was just going to, and I remember having to take those pills and it angered me because I knew it was something I was going to be stuck taking the rest of my life. But they weaned me off of them. And today, a year and a half, I believe now later, 100% prescription free. I don't take things that don't fuel my body with 70 superfoods. Replace a meal. Shakeology has saved my life, and the Beachbody workouts have done the same. And that's why I coach. And that's why I want to show you that you're not alone. You may be thinking that you're out there and you just don't know what to do. You've tried everything. I've tried everything. And this works. There's tons of people out there that have had transformations. And that's why. Because it's simple and it works. And I believe in Beachbody. And I know that it's changed my life. Here I am a year and a half later, down, holding strong, 75 pounds down. And there's no way I will ever be that person in that before picture again.